apologize. We do not have a roster or any names for Prescott Bulldogs, so it's going to be number 62 kicking off. It's kickoff time. Welcome to Tuesday Night Football. Bronner is back deep, and it's going to be a squib kick over to the right side, and it's going to be corralled there by a Tiger. Let's see who that was. I believe that was number 57.
Yeah, I think it was number 50. Well,
Or who was that?
It's hard to see. I can't see.
Number 53, Brody Jans. My bad.
Yep.
We don't have a 57 on the
so,
roster.
great. They tried the onside kick right there. Right. Tigers recovered. They got the ball. Looks to be their own 49-yard line. So that's what you want, great field position.
It'll be Owen Pitts starting at quarterback tonight. Again, your running backs will be number 28, Aiden Barlow, Ricky Mendez, and your fullback will be number 15, Hassey, looking to have a big game. Here in the wing tee, it's going to be Pitts under center. Hassey behind him. We got Barlow running left on the sweep. We're going to give it to him, and he's going to be swallowed up there behind the line. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but it's going to be a gain of nothing or a loss there.
That was a good job by the Bulldog defense right there. They got to the end right there, and I think number 14 really was able to penetrate and, cause a lot of disruption right there and didn't allow the Tigers to really get anything going. And so, they didn't lose anything, didn't gain anything, so they're still second by a second.
They'll say that he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be a gain of nothing. 2nd and 10 upcoming here. Pitts breaks the huddle. Comes up to Stone, extends the arms. This is going to be Oliver behind him now at fullback. We're going to give it to him. Oliver on the left side in the A-gap, and he got a few there, maybe 4 yards. They're going to be brought down by number 5 of Prescott.
That was a great job. You run that ISO play with the fullback, and that hole opened up. I could drive a car through it. It was so large. So it opened up, and that's what the Tigers probably want to do here early, get about 3-4 yards of pop and a cloud of dust, and now they're looking, about 3rd and 6?
They're going to give him a long 3rd and 5, and, Coach Swanner, former coach, there's not a coach in the world who wouldn't take 5 yards carry.
No, you want 5 yards of pop right there, and now you're 3rd manageable. And this part of the field, you could probably go for
we're definitely thinking 4 downs right here, knowing these Tigers. So this will be Pitts in a 3rd and 5, facing his first 3rd down of tonight. He'll have Mendez on the right. Mendez in motion to the left. They're going to give it to Oliver again, and Oliver's not going to get much there. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. So he's going to be wrestled down there by number 17, I believe it was. They might give him a yard here. It's going to be 4th and about medium.
The Bulldogs, again, just penetrated there. But, Brody Jans, number 53, he pulled right there, and he had an excellent kick-out block. It was just too many people there for him to block. But he got his guy. It actually allowed the Tigers to pick up a couple right there, and now they got themselves in a 4th and manageable.
All right, they're going to give him a 4th and a long 3 here. Coach Robb electing to go for it. May see a hard count right here. This is a classic call by Coach Robb, Coach Shoulders, Coach Fulmer back at Tennessee. We've got Pitts under center. Oliver at fullback. He'll split out right. Empty set here. This is going to be Barlow on the sweep to the left. Or coming right, near side. Barlow's got the first down. He's got more. He's going down the sideline, and he's going to be wrestled out right there about the 25-yard line, the 24-yard line, they're going to say. Big pickup there on 4th down by the Tigers.
I love that play call. So what you do is you put your fullback right there, put him in motion, kind of set him right there, give yourself an extra blocker, and so now you've got more guys at the point of attack. And, as soon as they done that, I'm thinking jet sweep, and that's exactly what they did. And, big gain right there for the Tigers.
From the 44 down to the 25, they're going to call it. That's a gain of 19 for Aiden Barlow. Fresh set of downs for the Tigers. It's going to be Pitts under center again. Oliver in close. Behind him, they'll send East from right to left, the tight end. Now this is going to be Barlow, another sweep here. It's going to be Barlow. He's got a few. Still plowing, and he's going to be wrestled down inside the 20, brought down there by a host of Bulldogs. That's going to be a gain of about 6.
Yeah, that's
6, 7.
Again, I like what they're doing right here. That was an orbit motion. You pull the tight end over, and the Bulldogs, Prescott, they're not adjusting to that. Their D-line is staying put, and so again, you've got more guys at the point of attack, and it opens up those running lanes big time for the Tigers.
They're going to give him 7 on that one. It's going to be down to the 18. 2nd and 3 here for the Tigers. 5:01 here in the first quarter. We're just underway if you're just tuning in here. This will be Mendez in motion to the left. Pitts is going to roll out. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to cut back right, and he's going to be brought down. Couldn't find any running room there. Couldn't find anybody open. Then tried to take off with it. Found nothing there. He was swallowed up by a host of Bulldogs. That's going to be a loss for the Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers, they try to run that waggle right there. And, if you can get it in to shoot up field untouched, what's going to happen is it's going to cause him to put his foot in the ground, try to move it up, try to move him up because he's wanting to get outside, get a wide open look. And Bulldogs did a good job of keeping him contained and not letting him go anywhere.
They're going to call that a 3-yard sack right there. So a loss of 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 here for the Tigers.
I do like the play call there.
Another 3rd and medium. I do too. Kind of got them back on their heels. Why not try to take a shot here? This will be Pitts under center, wing T. Now we're going to have Barlow in motion to the right. They're going to give it to Oliver this time, running on the right tackle, and he's going to get a few. It's going to be 4th and short.
Yeah, again, great job by the guard to pull, kick out right there and open up that running lane. So he's able to pick up 3 or 4 yards. And now, this is what you want deep into Bulldog territory. You got about a 4th and 2, and you can pound the rock, maybe throw it a little bit. Everything's kind of wide open for you.
4 yards for Lane Oliver there. As you mentioned, it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. I got to imagine they're going to keep it on the ground here. May see another Barlow sweep to the right or left here. May just see Oliver up the middle. We'll find out here. Pitts breaks the huddle as the Tigers make their way up to the line of scrimmage. Pitts kneels down. We'll have Mendez in motion to the left. They're going to give it to Oliver right up the middle in that A gap to the left, and he's got a first down and way more. It's going to be a 1st and goal down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. Big run there for Lane Oliver.
Oh, absolutely. So they're running that ISO play again with the fullback, and that's been there most of the night. I mean, they're getting 5, 6 yards a chunk with Oliver right there, and those gaps those running lanes are very large for him.
This is got to be exactly what Coach Rob drew up here. That's going to be a gain of 10 yards for Lane Oliver. He's got 4 carries for 21 yards here on this first drive. We got a sub for Prescott. We're going to have Bronner split out wide left. Pitts takes the kneel. We got East in motion right to left now, and we've got a flag. It's going to be some laundry. I believe it's going to be offsides.
It's offsides.
Yeah, movement on the line there, and they're going to call it on the Bulldogs. That'll be half the distance to the goal, so they'll bring it down to 3.5 yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Tigers there from about the 4.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. They got to stay, disciplined on that shift because his cadence is, he's probably saying ready, and then they're shifting on that. And, that time they shifted, somebody probably jumped, and, Tigers, they got some easy yards.
Tim Rush says, we sound good down in Atlanta. Appreciate him tuning in. Appreciate K-Row tuning in. Grandma, Mom, everybody says we're sounding good out there. This is going to be Pitts. Mendez on the sweep, right to left. He's got the ball. He's going to – ball's out. Mendez lost it on the sweep there, and Prescott says they've got it. I believe they do. So Mendez on the sweep there, right to left, looking to go into the end zone, and ball pops out. He had one man to beat. Ball pops out, and the Prescott Bulldogs fall on it. Turnover by the Tigers.
I'm going to tell you, your fullback right there, Oliver, he did a great job. I mean, that's pretty much wing T power going left, and he got the end. And, I think if the running back just got behind his fullback and pushed forward, I think he probably got the 2 or 3 yards he needed because it was there. Fantastic block by him, but, that's just probably something you're going to learn, especially in Coach Schroeder's offense.
Right.
They're going to learn hit the hole that's designed to hit. And kudos for the Bulldogs. Great play right there.
Yeah, had a one-on-one opportunity. That's about all you can ask for as a running back. One-on-one opportunity right there, but about the 4 yard line. Had one man to beat before the end zone. Just couldn't come up with it there. So it's going to be Prescott taking over. Looks like they're going to be in a I formation here. One wide out left. We're going to have quarterback. We'll get his number here in a moment. Don't have his name. Takes the snap. He'll hand off to the running back, and he's going to have not much there. Going to be brought down early by a host of Tigers. I believe the first one there was number 67, Colton Clark.
And number 67 also, it looked like number 77.
Yeah, Deacon Green.
Deacon Green, he was in on that too. He didn't get anywhere. Great job of penetrating right there, making a tackle, gang tackle. He didn't go anywhere. And this is, again, great job by the Tigers, 2nd and 10, even if you did turn it over. They should, if they can hold them here, have great field position coming out.
They'll say no gain, no loss. 2nd and 10 here on the Prescott 8 yard line. 2:20 here remaining here in the first quarter, and we might have a scoreboard issue. The clock is stopped at 2:20. Should be running, and the clock is now running once again. So we'll resume play. 2nd and 10 from the 8 yard line. Nearly 6 minutes into this first quarter. No score here at Pat Parker Memorial Field. Tigers have just turned it over on downs down at the goal line. Prescott taking over, looking to capitalize on the turnover. Quarterback gets the play call from the sideline.
So the Tigers, they just want to hold them here, force them to punt, get the ball back in pretty good field position.
Once again in the I formation, looks like. I may have a little wishbone right there. Is that a little wishbone? They're going to give it off to the wing back on the left side, and they'll run in left. They'll give it to him, and he's going to be brought down for a short gain. I saw Oliver down there on the tackle.
Yeah, he's playing what you would call a wide 9 technique, and did a good job squeezing back in, make the tackle. He picked up 3 yards, but now, I don't see the Bulldogs going for it on 4th down. This is
Not
probably
from
just
here,
3-down
no.
territory, so
Right.
we're probably going to see what kind of arm the quarterback has. And so, this 3rd and long, good job by the defense, keeping them contained
Right.
and not giving them anything on those first 2 plays.
Quarterback takes the call from coach over there on the opposing sideline as the sun has set here. It is 6:48 here in Lafayette, Tennessee. Good night for football, a crisp 71 degrees. Quarterback comes up under center. I believe it's number 3. Once again, they'll hand off to the right wing running back this time, and he's stopped for a gain of, for a gain of about -1, a loss of 1 there. Who is the first man there?
Let me look. I believe it was is it number 69?
69 or 67?
Yeah,
Clark.
67.
Yeah,
I think
Clark.
it was Clark.
Yeah, picks up his second tackle here.
So,
He was in on that tackle on the first play,
yeah, so
and Clark comes up with a big tackle for loss right there.
Yeah, so far your three interior defensive linemen, they're doing a great job stopping that fullback from going anywhere.
So it will be punt formation. Barlow will be standing about the 37-yard line, short, and
Got a flag.
we got a flag down.
Too many men on the field, I think.
Is that Prescott?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep.
All right, so we got one running off. I saw a flag and I saw the white hat counting, and so
yeah,
that's the only thing.
had one running off as they were getting set to play, and that'll be a penalty every time. So that'll back up the Bulldogs some more. Half the distance to the goal, they'll bring it back to the 6-yard line, so
yeah,
a 5-yard penalty.
yeah.
This will be quarterback number 3, also your punter. Standing in his own end zone, he'll punt it away over to the left side. Barlow's going to let it roll, and it'll take a tiger bounce down to about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will down it. So the Tigers will take back over on the 30-yard line. That is the end of the first quarter. Time has expired. No score here in Macon County. We'll be back in 1 minute. Tigers will take over at their opposing 30-yard line after the punt, about a 20-yard punt, 25-yard punt there for Prescott, and Pitts will look to redeem himself after the fumble on the last drive. This will be Pitts under center, wing T formation. They'll give it misdirection to Barlow on the right side. They're going to give it a wide open hole. Got one man to beat. He's down to the 15, and he slips up, and he's going to be brought. Well, the turf brought him down there about the
Turf monster.
11. Yeah, turf monster. We'll give the tackle to the turf monster down there about the what?
It's about the 12-yard line?
Yeah, about the 12, 11.
Yeah, so, Prescott, they went right with that motion. The line, looks like the line slanted to the motion. The linebackers went to the motion. I think they're running those guards. And really what's going on there is, guards aren't pulling. They're reading the guards. Guards aren't pulling. That end comes around, gives it underneath to the wing back, and, man, there was nobody there.
Yeah, huge hole. That was the biggest hole of the night. Second 19-yard pickup for Barlow, and the Tigers have got it 1st and 10 from the 11. This is going to be Hassey right side at the fullback position. He's plowing his way forward. He might be in, plowing his way down towards the goal line. No signal yet, and they're going to say he's down about the 2-yard line, 1.5.
So I think it's number 8. He's out there. Okay.
Mendez?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mendez. He did a great job on that ISO block. He's the one that set it open and allowed your fullback to get to the second level right there pretty much untouched, and that's exactly what you want that weak side ISO to look like.
They're going to give him a gain of 10 there. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1, and if I'm a betting man, from what I've seen out of these Tigers this season, I may see a Owen Pitts sneak right here. Owen Pitts has been averaging about 4 yards a sneak this season, so really good for him.
It's open,
He's
right
got it open. Here it comes. Yeah, untouched. Pitts takes the snap. Touchdown for the Tigers with 6:42 remaining here in the second quarter. The Tigers are on the board, and Pitts will trot back over to the sideline to go for that 2-point conversion to try to make it 8-0
So
now.
your big center and your right guard, I believe that would be number 75 and number 67.
Stone?
Yeah, I think Stone and Clark. They didn't have to go much. They got a great push off the line right there and allowed the quarterback to get in. They could probably run it again right here and get the 2-point
only one
conversion.
nose tackle right there. I mean, he had a wide open lane right there in that A-gap. So this will be Pitts once again under center. They'll give him to Hassey this time, and he's standing up into the end zone untouched. Two-point conversion is good. That'll make the score 8-0 with 6:42 remaining here in the second quarter. Tigers take the lead. We'll be back in just 1 minute for the kickoff. Teeing it up at the 40. Signals left, signals right. And the kick is underway. It's going to be a squibber down to about the 49. And the ball touched the Prescott Bulldog, comes out of his hands, and the Tigers fall on it. That's Tiger football.
That's number 14 on the cover.
Yeah, Monty Mosley right there with the recovery on special teams, and the Tigers will take right back over here on the inside opponent territory at the 49 is where I believe they're going to spot it. Huge turn right there for the Tigers.
Ground and pound, run about 6.5 minutes off. Get up 16-0 if you can.
Yeah. You do have to kick it back to them at halftime, but that is the least of your concern right now. You want to go up by 2 possessions right here.
Yeah, that was huge for the Macon County Tigers right there to be able to get that. And really, the Bulldogs have only had 1 possession, run, 3 plays?
Right,
and then
3 and out.
Yeah.
3 and out down here at their opposing goal line. So this will be Pitts once again. Under center, he'll send Hassey out to the left. Empty set here. This will be Mendez on the sweep right to left. He'll get the ball on the toss. Good block by Hassey, and Mendez is going to be up to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. He'll be just a couple yards short there.
So once again, you just overloaded that left side, bringing fullback over. I was expecting another jet sweep. Instead, they run that rocket sweep. Same thing. Get the guy over there. You've got more guys at the point of attack than you do defenders, and you're going to get chunks of yards every time they do that. I expect to see that a few more times tonight.
They're going to give him the first down to the 38-yard line, so a big pickup there of about 11 for Mendez. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 38. Pitts takes a snap. He'll go Mendez once again left side, and he's going to be corralled, still plowing his way down. Number 64 for the Bulldogs had him early, but Mendez was able to plow his way forward for a few more yards there. Going to be a decent pickup there for the Tigers.
So number 53, Brody Jans, he was the one that come around there, and I'm assuming that was a power play. So he come around there. He got a hold of, I think it's number 60. I can't really. I think it may be number. I can't really see. Number 62 right there for the Bulldogs. And he drove him back about 5 yards. So that was an excellent block by that young man.
2nd and 3. They'll give him a gain of 7 there for Mendez. 2nd and 3 from the 31. 5.5 remaining here before halftime. This will be almost a double motion. And, yeah, Coach Rob will have to call a timeout there. He didn't like what he saw. Had Barlow and East both going in motion there. Flag. And a little bit of a miscommunication.
Yeah, there's a flag.
Yeah, two people in motion. That's going to be a flag. Yeah, illegal procedure on the Tigers. That'll be their first penalty of the night, so 5 yards. We'll back them up to the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 with 5:20 remaining. Coach Rob, I thought he was down there trying to call for a timeout, but couldn't get it. So it'll be first penalty of the night for the Tigers. 2nd and 8. This will be Pitts under center. He'll give it to right side to Barlow. Another big hole. He cuts outside, going down towards the sideline, running east to west. He's got the first down and a lot more. He's going to be running out of bounds down there about the 20-yard line. Huge first down pickup there for Barlow.
Yeah, great job by your tackle, your right tackle, and your right guard as well, because your pulling guard, which would be the left side guard, he come around there, and there was nobody in the hole for him to block, and so again another huge
able
hole.
to get into the second level right there.
Another huge hole for your running back to hit.
They'll give him 15 yards on that carry, so no problem after the penalty for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the 21. Pitts, we got Mendez in motion right to left. They'll give it to Hassey, left side right there from that fullback position in the A-gap. He's got a big gain right there. He's going to be down to about the 10-yard line. Should be another first down or close to it right there.
Again, you're running that G. It's, I guess, a strong side ISO. Great block by number 28.
Barlow.
Barlow right there. Getting upfield, getting to the next level, and getting hands on people. And right now the Tigers, they're just picking up chunks at a time.
Firing on all cylinders are the Tigers right now. They're going to give him another first down. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 11 once again. This is where we saw Mendez get down to the 1-yard line on the previous drive where Pitts snuck it in. Pitts. Got Mendez in motion right to left again. They'll give it to him once again. Running left, and it's going to be brought down by number 64 there, about the 6-yard line. Late flag comes in, and we got a hold on the Tigers, they'll say.
Yeah, I think somebody got it wrapped around it. Couldn't really see
Yeah, one of
the
those
number.
offensive linemen. I'm not sure which
Yeah,
one.
wrapped around top of the shoulder pads right there and essentially just tackled a guy. And so that's going to get called every time.
Yep.
That's easy to see.
10-yard penalty. That'll back them up. They'll replay the down. Should be 1st and 20 from the 21, if I'm not mistaken.
Can you still get a first? Is it go? No, yeah, you can still get a first
Yeah,
down.
you can still get it. Yeah. You've got 8 downs to play with, theoretically, here, 4 minutes.
So,
1st and 19 from the 20.
Yeah,
My
Tigers, they're
apologies.
just going to take their time. Well, they're just going to take their time right here, let it run down. And, if you don't score, you're not giving Bulldogs any
Yeah, no hurry here.
Yep.
And there's another. Once again, Barlow and East both go in motion
offsides.
right to left. Okay.
Yeah, it's offsides.
Okay. Movement on the line. They'll call it on Prescott. I was afraid that was going to be another illegal procedure call on the Tigers.
Well, what the Tigers are doing, they're trying that orbit motion, and they're just shifting. And so what you can do is both can move if you're just shifting. So your tight end is shifting over to the other side. Your wing back is just taking a step in. There's no other motion or anything. And what happened was this guy on the left end, when he saw that shift, he took a step forward, and that's when he got flagged.
So that'll cut the holding penalty in half. So that'll be 1st and 14 from the 15-yard line now. 3:20 and counting. Pitts empty set now. We've got Barlow sweeping left to right. He's got it on the toss. Barlow cuts inside. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. He's going to be brought down short of the goal line, about the 4-yard line, looks like. Big play there by Barlow is going to bring up a 2nd and short.
So again, I love what the Tigers are doing. I've said it before. They move the fullback over. They run that rocket sweep, and you put more guys at the point of attack. Once again, they're right there to block, and you're just going to get. They picked up chunks of yards every time they've done that, and now you're looking at what was a 1st and 20. Now it's a 2nd and
2.
Yeah, so great job by the Tigers getting these yards back.
Gain of 11 there. 6 carries, 71 yards for Mr. Barlow here in the first half. So Pitts will take it. This is Barlow sweeping left to right now. They'll give it back to him, and he's in untouched. Takes it in from the speed sweep, and that'll be another touchdown, Macon County.
Just run your wing T buck sweep. Guards kicked, play side guard kicked, the backside guard come through. He sealed the hole and allowed Barlow to get in and untouched, and another great job, great offensive possession by the Tigers.
Everything clicking for Macon County right now. 2:27 remaining here before halftime. The Tigers get on the board once again. It's 14-0, and Pitts will trot back to his huddle to attempt the 2-point conversion. We'll have Pitts under center once again. Oliver is behind him. They'll give it Mendez sweeping right to left. They're going to give it to Oliver, and Oliver is swallowed up there by the host of the Prescott defensive line. 2-point conversion is no good. He might have not even got back to the line of scrimmage there. 2-point conversion is no good, so your score remains 14-0. Prescott Bulldogs playing it up close this time. Kick is underway. It's a good one, decent one this time. They'll get it back to the deep man. It's number 17. He'll get it running left side down the sideline. He gets away. He's got one man to beat. He's got Hassey. Hassey trips him up, and he's going to be corralled down there ran down from behind there by East. But he'll get it down to about the 32, 31-yard line, so good field position here for the Prescott Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs, they get it back after half, so this is almost must-score territory for them because the way Macon County's running the football now.
You got to keep it in the game right here.
Yeah, they're running a lot of clock off, and so this is almost either punch it in or you're going to be in some trouble going in the second half.
We'll see what they do here. Need a big defensive bow up here by the Tigers.
Or was it a flag, was there?
I didn't see a flag.
Well,
I wouldn't have minded one.
Yeah.
A block in the back or a hold. We do have a referee coming over to signal something.
Yeah. Okay. I thought they were discussing something, so I didn't see a flag, but they were discussing.
Yeah, I didn't see one either.
All right. So
what was the call?
I'm not real sure. Either way, it's going to back them up a little bit.
Okay.
And they're about to ball. No, here we go.
So 5-yard penalty. They spotted him down at the 34. A 5-yard penalty will back him up to the 39-yard line. I have no clue what the penalty was.
All right. So they got to go 39 yards in 2 minutes, 18 seconds.
Yeah. 3 timeouts for both teams. Neither team has used a timeout yet. Prescott, 3 penalties, 14 yards. Macon County, 2 penalties, 15 yards. Not much to report on the defensive side. We've got Colton Clark, 2 tackles. Deacon Green with an assisted tackle, Lane Oliver 1 tackle, Cooper East 1 tackle on special teams. This will be quarterback number 3 in the shotgun. He's got one on his right hip. He'll hand it off to number 5. That's a big kid right there, rambling forward, and he's going to be brought down, met there by East, going to be pickup of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, good job by Cooper East right there to bring him down, because there wasn't many people behind him, and so he was almost the last line of defense right there. But that is a big kid, and he is going to be tough to handle.
Yeah, that guy's a monster. Number 5, I wish we had his name, because he looks like Goliath out there among the Davids. 1:47 and counting here. Ticking clock. Quarterback gets the play in. Now he'll have number 5 on his left hip this time. Still in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He'll hand off to him again, and he is met there early on by number 77, Deacon Green, and number 67, Colton Clark. Pushed his way forward for maybe a yard or two, but not much there for number 5.
Good job by the tackles right there. It looks like they're pinching in to try to take that away from him. And, you know, even though he's a big kid, he still picked up a couple of yards, but now they're sitting at a 3rd and 5. And the Bulldogs, they don't seem like they're in much of a hurry right now. But the clock is ticking down. It's probably going to be under a minute when they snap this.
Yeah, kind of a strange, have not put the ball up in the air yet. We're not sure what kind of arm this number 3 has. We are under a minute, 50 seconds and ticking here. 3rd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Shotgun snap, a little bit low, and then ball's out. Ball comes out, and that's Tiger football. Recovered there by Colton Clark. Snap was low, tried to hand it off once again to number 5, and bobbled the snap. Ball comes out, lays down on about the 37-yard line, and Colton Clark falls on it for the fumble recovery. Turnover by the Bulldogs, back to the Tigers with 42 seconds remaining.
When you get in the gun, that's what you risk, especially at the junior high level.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, I'm a fan of just getting under center, snapping it, and handing it off. And, you know, and so you hadn't run many plays tonight,
right.
And, you know, you've made a mistake right there and give the ball back.
As me and you were talking in that break, you know, you're a big fan of the wing tee. That's one of the things that doesn't normally happen in a wing tee offense like that. That's a risk you take running shotgun.
Yeah, you might get a little mistake with the exchange sometime, but not often.
So with 42 seconds remaining, wonder how aggressive or conservative the Tigers will be here. This will be Pitts in the shotgun. He'll roll out left, looking to pass. Now he'll take off right, looking to run. Pitts shifting around now, running right side. He's got some room. He's going to get up to about the 47-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down, if not a first down. He'll run out of bounds, and clock's still running. They'll say he did not get out of bounds. So we'll see what Coach Rob may just elect to let the clock run out right here.
Yeah, you got a 14-0 lead,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You've done exactly what you wanted to do.
Right.
You caused a 3 and out, and you caused a turnover. That's the only time the Bulldogs have had the ball, and now they call a timeout.
Okay, so timeout left with 11.7 remaining. It'll be a 2nd and 1 for the Tigers when we come back. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Coach Rob takes his first timeout. He'll have 2 remaining here. 12 seconds left. Tigers have got it 2nd and 1 on their own 47-yard line after the 9-yard run by Pitts there. Kind of a strange occurrence to wait for the timeout there.
I was about to predict some sort of counter right here, but
we got Pitts in the shotgun once again. He'll roll left, looking to pass once again. Had Mendez open for a moment. He's going to throw it to him. Double coverage. He got it. Oh, overthrew it by about just a yard. Would have been a big play down to about the 30-yard line. Had Mendez went up and caught it there, just couldn't get it hardly out of reach there.
I'd like to say the Tigers, they come back with this counter they run earlier. I think they would have scored earlier on, and it had not been for the turf monster. So, because, you know, when they ran that little double handoff or a little spinner play, I guess you could call it, everybody had gone with the motion, and then they give it back underneath. So I'd like to see that right here, and maybe break off a long run right here, and try to put one in the end zone with under 5 seconds left.
4.8 remaining, as you mentioned. It's 3rd and 1 from their own 47-yard line. That was the first pass attempt tonight for the Tigers. First pass attempt in the game, incomplete for Owen Pitts. So he's 0-1 passing. Let's see what they do here. Do they decide to put it up in the air or run the ball? Yeah, Prescott was offsides. That was number 70 right there. I was about to call it. Prescott, right end right over here, was showing blitz, and he definitely showed it there. It's going to be a first down pickup of 5 for the Tigers, and that's going to put them at the opposing 48. So a little bit more of a opportunity to score right here.
Bulldogs have got caught offsides a couple of times tonight.
That's their third offsides penalty. 4 penalties total for 19 yards for the Bulldogs. 2 for Macon for 15 yards. Been a quiet night for the referees, and that's how I like it, if you ask me. 4.8 remaining, 1st and 10 from the 48. Pitts in the shotgun once again. Barlow to his right. He's looking to pass. Now he'll take off to run, and he is sacked way back at about the 46-yard line. Nothing there. Bulldogs send student body blitz, and that'll be the end of the half there. Tigers lead 14-0 heading into the locker room. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Kicking left to right here. We're going to have number 17 and number 88 back deep for the Bulldogs.
So this will only be the third time the Bulldogs have had the ball.
Yes.
So, well, that is if the Tigers don't get another onside kick.
Right. Matt, light on, light off? You got a preference?
It doesn't matter to me.
We're going to leave it off then. As the sun has set and the lights are on here at Pat Parker Memorial Field, this will be Hassey. Signaling right. Signaling left. Here comes the kick. It's underway. It's going to be a squibber down to about the 40, and it's going to be falling on there by Bulldog number 10. Number 10, he'll fall on it about the 41-yard line. Didn't really attempt a return there. He'll fall on it, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over for their first possession of the second half. Right. Only 2 possessions there in the first half. As I mentioned before the game started, you got to make the most of your possessions, especially in junior high football, because there's not that many of them.
No, you're going to see a lot of running the football, playing in the middle of the field. So the clock, these 8-minute quarters, that clock is going to go fast. These games are going to go fast. And as much as the Tigers dominated, it's just a 14-point game.
Right. So this will be quarterback number 3. Number 5 will be on his left hip. Number 17, I believe, will be on his right hip. In the shotgun. Takes the snap, high snap. He'll hand it off to number 17, running left. He's got some room. He's got a wide open hole, and he is going. He may be gone. One man to beat, and it's going to be Bowles tackling him down about the 23-yard line, going to run him out of bounds. Huge gain, huge start for the Bulldogs right there coming out of the second half.
That's a great hustle play right there. I'm not really sure. Was you say Bowles?
Bolt, number 26.
Number 20. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to figure out.
26, Braxton Bowles. I know. You're new to the roster.
So, yeah, Bowles did a great job hustling play. Tigers had some guys to penetrate through the line right there and had a chance to make the tackle. They just couldn't get their hands on him. And
bounced outside, had some running room there. So, huge gain from the Prescott 41 down to the Tiger 23. Huge gain here for the Bulldogs, 1st and 10. 30 seconds into this third quarter.
So, I mean, if you're the Bulldogs, this is exactly what you want.
Right.
You need to get on the board pretty early right here to get back into this game.
Same formation as we saw just a moment ago. 2 tailbacks on the hip of quarterback number 3. He'll send number 10 in motion to the right side. Blocked by number 17. He's got some running room, and he's going to be swallowed up there by a host of Tigers. I see Deacon Green over there. I see Aiden Barlow. I see Lane Oliver over there making the tackle.
Oliver did a great job at that end position, stretching that out, making him cut inside, and give the linebackers time to come over and make the play.
Had some room there early on, but
and, kind
of
it was
closed
a tackle
up.
For a loss. So, good job defensively. Great technique by the Tigers defense.
They'll give him a loss of 1 there back to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. We are 90 seconds into this third quarter. Quarterback gets the play, relays it to his team. Trailing by 2 possessions, 14-0 here, needing some points on this drive.
Okay, a little shift by the D-line right there.
Takes it. Running number 10 in motion to the right. This will be a handoff to number 17 up to the left. And he's got a few yards, not many there. Brought down by a host of Tigers. I see Barlow, Jans, Deacon Green, and East in there. It looked like Deacon got to him first.
Yeah, you got 2 or 3 tackles right there. 2 or 3 Macon County Tigers right there on the tackle. D-line forced him to cut it back left, and when he cut back left and tried to hit that hole, again, there was 2 or 3 blue jerseys right there to meet him, and again maybe picked up a yard. So, this is what the Tigers want. They don't want to give you up anything big, and if anything, try to keep the Bulldogs at a 4th and long.
Right. Maybe that big play was just an anomaly there, a little bit of an outlier. 3rd and 10 from the 23-yard line here. Now he's got number 17 on his left hip, number 5 on his right. takes a snap, and there's an offsides if I ever saw one. That'll be Deacon Green with the offsides count. Got him with the hard count. That'll be a 5-yard penalty for Macon County. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 18 now for the Bulldogs. Just got to be disciplined right there. But he's a 7th grader. He'll learn. He's one of those bright young stars. He's going to be a good player for us next year and going to be a good player for the high school teams in the years to come.
Yeah, just needs to watch the ball right there. Don't that's a cheap 5 yards that the Bulldogs got, and now they're in a 3rd manageable. This is this is 4th down territory. They're going for it on 4th down, especially needing to score right here.
Right. Gotta watch the ball. When the ball moves, you move. You can't listen to that quarterback. So again, 17 on his left hip, 5 on his right. He'll hand off on a reverse to number.
Oh.
I don't know what number that was, but he got swallowed up in the backfield. That was Barlow that got to him first in the backfield. That's going to be a big loss for the Bulldogs, and it's going to be a 4th and long here.
Barlow hit the hole like a running back.
Was that number 21 on the carry?
I think so.
On the attempted reverse here, but Barlow had it snuffed out the whole way.
He hit that hole quicker than the running back did, and so and they lost about
4 yards
on the carry. Great job by Barlow right there. He saw the hole open up like a running back should. He hit it and just smacked the ball carrier.
Good read there by a linebacker. That's his first tackle of the night for a loss. He led our team with 11 tackles last week at White County. So 4th and 9, the Bulldogs will elect to go for it. Can't question the call right here. This is quarterback number 3. He'll sling it left. He'll get it to number 88 down there about the 15-yard line, and he's
going to be short. So
he's going to be short. That's a turnover on down. So kind of a quick slant right there, but he just kind of fell on it right there about the 15-yard line.
Quarterback has a pretty good arm. That was good. That was a good strike right there. Threw it about 8 yards.
Right. That was their first pass attempt of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they've not had the ball much to throw.
Right, that's true. Not really been in a situation where you had to throw it too much. So Tigers will take over on downs. Maybe threw it a little bit low, and wide receiver had to go down to get it.
Yeah, well, I didn't like the play before that, them looping around, because you're losing yards before you're gaining it in. It put the Bulldogs, it got them in trouble.
Right. So first possession here for the Tigers. It'll be Pitts under center. He'll give it to Barlow, sweeping motion left to right, and he'll cut it back up inside, and he's got a couple there, but not much. Brought down by number 57, number 20 for the Bulldogs. Going to be a gain of about 3, long 3, maybe 4 they'll give it to him. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 6.
So Hassey, it looks like he's in at fullback right now, and that was, again, great kick block on the end by him, and, him and Oliver, they've been beating up that end on those power plays most of the night.
So this will be Hassey behind Pitts here. Pitts under center. Once again, Barlow in motion left to right. They'll hand it to him again. He's got an open hole, wide open hole. He cuts back inside, and he's going to get up to about the 30, past the 30 just a little bit. It'll be a first down for the Tigers. Big run right there by Barlow, brought down by number 59 and another player who is down on the field right now for the Bulldogs. So not sure what number that is or who that is, but we'll have an injury timeout. Is that number 17? Yeah. Brought down by number 17. Now he hops up real quick. Coach making his way out on the field. Looks like that arm, that left arm may have been a stinger right there.
A little stinger. He laid down on the ground a little bit.
Of course, Barlow, with a full head of steam coming at you, I wouldn't want to face that myself.
No, full head of steam. He come in. Good tackle by the young man, but, there wasn't anybody relatively close to the ball carrier until he got to the second level. Number 67, I think that's Colton Clark. He was looking for somebody to block when he pulled around, and there was nobody there. And so, that's exactly what you want if you're the Tigers. It makes things easy.
So he'll trot off the field. We'll continue play. That's a 13-yard gain by Oliver there, and it'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 32. This will be Mendez sweeping right to left. Mendez breaks one tackle. He's got some room. Showing the speed. Here he comes. He's across the 50, down to the 40, down to inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Huge run there by Mendez.
Number 62 of the Bulldogs, he's actually did penetrate and got his hands on Mendez right there. He just couldn't hold on. And so what could have been a 3-yard loss turns into, a 30, 20-something game?
From their own 32 to the opposing 33. Do the math there.
Yeah. So, big run right there. That's a good, strong run, able to break a tackle. And then as he gets downfield, he shrugs another defender off. So he essentially breaks 2 tackles right there.
18, 17, 35-yard gain there for Mendez. Huge run there. 1st and 10 from the Prescott 33 now. 2:20 run remaining here in the third. He'll send Hassey motion right now. This will be Bowles sweeping left to right. He's got some room on the right side on the speed sweep. He's going to get outside, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds about the 11-yard line there, wrestled out by number 17, who's back into the game for Prescott. Big run there. Another first down for Braxton Bowles and the Tigers.
I was expecting to see Prescott, kind of adjust to that. Anytime the Tigers have moved that fullback over.
You can say we, man.
Yeah, we Tigers. Well,
I know.
Well, anytime we move that fullback over, we've run to that side every single time, and the D-line they've not adjusted to that.
Pickup of 20 there on Bowles' first carry. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 13 now. This will be Mendez sweeping right to left. They'll give it to him. Face mask, no call, and he's going to be wrestled down. Might have got 3 yards there, maybe 2, maybe 3. Not much there for Mendez.
Yeah, tackle by number 5 of the Bulldogs. Tried the old buck sweep play, but still, even not so good run is going to get you 2
still
yards.
Moving forward, yeah.
So again, the Tigers, they have their way with this run game. We're under about a minute 40 left to play. You got a 14-0 game, and you're deep into Bulldog territory. So everything.
You're milking that clock right now and running the ball.
The only thing that's going wrong for the Tigers is that fumble early.
Right. This will be Pitts. He'll send Barlow in motion left to right, and he'll hand off to Hassey. Hassey's inside the 5. Got a 1st and goal. He's got a touchdown. Touchdown Tigers. Hassey goes left. Plows his way into the end zone, plunges in. It's a touchdown for the Tigers. They go up 20-0 with 1:19 remaining here in the third.
So I didn't see any guard pulled right there. It could have been just a simple fullback dive, but he bounced off about 3 or 4 tacklers right there. Had 2 hands on the ball, and he banged his way.
That was a grown man run right there.
Great run, great hard run, and I guess he's been technically your backup fullback, right?
He started out as our starter. Came in. Him and Oliver have kind of been in a timeshare at the fullback position, but he's kind of taken the most of the load here in the last few games. This will be Pitts under center. He'll hand off to, I believe that's Bowles. Bowles running left to right. He's in. Dives into the end zone. That's a 2-point conversion. Good by number 26, Braxton Bowles. That makes your score 22-0 with 1:19 remaining here in the third. Tigers will kick back off to the Bulldogs here in just 1 minute. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're listening to Country 102.1 WLCT Lafayette. We've got a new kicker in. It's going to be number 55, Bryson Gentry. He'll kick it down right side, fielded by number 20 for the Prescott Bulldogs, and he's going to be wrapped up about the 42-yard line. Looks like Monty Mosley got to him there, number 14 first.
Yeah, he got him, wrapped him up, and basically just kind of fell on him and got him on the ground. And so it looks like the Bulldogs are going to get it around the 41. They're going to mark him on the 42.
Yeah. 1:13 remaining here in the third. Tigers just took a 22-0 lead after the 13-yard run by Hayden Hassey and the 2-point conversion by Bowles.
Yeah, I'm going to say that last touchdown, unless the Tigers just completely screw it up, that should do it.
Right. Has it been tough talking about the Bulldogs as a opponent tonight?
Well, yeah, I've been trying to say Bulldogs, and we're playing the Bulldogs, so
Bulldogs and Tigers and we and they and.
Got to get my pronouns straight.
In this kind of world, you do. You've done great tonight, Matt. We appreciate you being here. This will be quarterback number 3. He's got number 17 on his left hip. Now he'll come up under center. Under center is sort of a wishbone formation, if you will. This will be a pitch to number 17, right side, and a huge hit right there by number – who was that? Still on the ground, number –
50.
That was number 2, Cameron Davis, number 28, Barlow. But
I saw Barlow come in, but I didn't think Barlow
Jans was the one that finished him right there.
Either way, it's on the far side. I saw a helmet snap. So
boy,
that was a shot. I mean, it was a 4-yard pickup.
I believe that shot was by Cameron Davis, the corner, number 2, but Jans was able to finish him off there.
Prescott, they've not been in too much of a hurry tonight to get to the line of scrimmage.
Mendez will come off the field, and Bowles will come in relief of him. Yeah, as you meant, 30 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. If they don't have to run another play, they may have to run another play, but they may be content to just let this quarter run out.
22-0, I'd run another play.
Yeah, I would too. They may just be wanting to get out of here. This will be a new quarterback in. Number 10 now is going to take the snap. Under center. Tigers coming up. This will be a handoff to – no, he keeps it. Number 10 keeps it. Fakes the handoff to number 17, and 10 keeps it over to the right. He's going to be close to a first down. He's going to have it first down with 3.5 seconds remaining, and that should end the third quarter.
Once they start the clock, that'll do it.
Yeah, should end the third quarter. So the Bulldogs move it into Tiger territory at the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, but they trail 22-0 to your Macon County Tigers. We'll be back for the fourth quarter action here in just 1 minute. They've got it at the Tiger 48-yard line, just behind the Tiger 48-yard line. 1st and 10. They need to score in a hurry here if they want to stay in this game.
Quarterback has a pretty good arm. He may put it in the air.
This will be we've got number 10 taking snaps now. We did have number 3. This will be number 10 taking the second snap here. That he'll hand off to number 17 to the left, and he is swarmed there by, let's see, first one there is still on the ground. Who is
number 70, I think.
70, it's 67, Colton Clark. Number 70, Ruben Valdez was in there as well. Snuffed that one out the whole way, Matt.
Yeah, the defensive tackle, he shot the gap, and he was able to get his hands on the runner and got enough of him to be able to wait for his help to get there, and lost a few yards on the carry.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 14 now. 30 seconds off the clock here in the fourth quarter. We'll have Peyton Wicks coming in for Colton Clark to play that defensive tackle position, number 66, the 7th grader.
So, again, I mean, it's just taking their time. We're going to maybe be under 7 minutes when this ball is snapped.
Yeah, Bulldogs don't look to be in a huge hurry here. Down 3 possessions, they may just want to try to get out of here. Who knows? From their own 48, this will be number 10 is going to take some snaps again. Not sure what's wrong with number 3, if there's anything wrong with him. But number 10 will hand off a delayed handoff to number 5, and that was number
1.
Number 1, Cooper East, saw that one coming the entire way. That's going to be another loss for the Bulldogs. Another tackle for loss there by Cooper East.
That's a big kid right there with the football, and East come in there and
undersized. Yeah,
I think he playing like his daddy right there.
Just laid the wood. Yeah, that's true.
So good job by him, and I mean he put his helmet on the hip, and let his help get there, drove him to the ground, and now they're looking at 3rd and long, and at this rate, I think Prescott's running 1 play per minute, so just it's 6:13 right now, and the quarterback is yet to get the call.
Right, they've had this. They've ran 2 plays, and we're 2 minutes into we're 25% done with this quarter. We're a quarter done with this quarter.
We're gonna get a timeout.
Yeah. So, yeah, no hurry here for the Bulldogs. They call timeout right before the delay of game. So we'll take it with them. 5:55 remaining in this one. Macon County leads 22-0, but Prescott with the ball. We'll be back in 1 minute. 3rd and 15 here, 47-yard line. Bulldogs come up, and we've got quarterback number 3 back into the game now. Reverse to number 10. They tried that last time. It didn't work then, and it didn't work this time. Tackled by number 38. Mm-hmm. Is that Caleb Davis?
Yep.
Yes. So one half of the Davis brothers gets a tackle for loss there.
Got one down.
That'll be oh, yeah, we do have a player down. We got a Bulldog down. Not sure what the number is. Not really sure what happened there. Didn't see much.
Well, I think that might have been the ball carrier. He got drugged down almost like
Number
it wasn't a horse collar, but he got drugged down from behind.
Just a hard hit, yeah.
And I think he just went down.
Oh, wow. Yeah, looks like he's favoring one of those legs. So
probably
they'll pick him up, and he will walk off under his own power. 5:40 remaining here in the game. 4th and 18 upcoming for the Bulldogs. Be interesting to see I wouldn't be surprised if they just try to punt this one away.
Yeah, they just punt, get out of here. It looks like Macon County starting to sub a little bit. So you said is it next Saturday the playoffs will start?
I believe so. Talking to Coach Lowhorn, that's what he believed. We won't swear to that, but we believe the first playoff game would be next Saturday. And if we were to win that game, the championship, I'm not sure when the championship would be. That would probably be the following week on like a Tuesday or Thursday. So the Bulldogs looks like they're going to set up to go for it here. Quarterback is in the shotgun with number 21, I believe that's on his right hip. 4th and 18 from their 43. Here we go, takes a snap. He'll hand off to number 18, my bad, not 21, 18, and he is swallowed up there by a host of Tigers. a bunch of subs in for the Tigers. I'm seeing some new numbers. I saw number 30, number 44, Lane Oliver, number 53, Brody Jans was in there. As I mentioned, number 30, Landon Link, the 8th grader, just tackled by a host of Tigers right there.
I think number 30 was the first
Yeah,
one there. And
Link.
Then, yep, Landon Link was able to get there, and then about 2-3 other Tigers came in there and finished the tackle off. And now the Tigers, they can just run the ball and get out of this and get ready for next week.
I think what should be one first down should inevitably seal this one. So look for the Tigers to keep it on the ground right here. 5:34 remaining here in this game. This one's been all Tigers. Never really got tested in this game.
No, you thought early in the game, when the Tigers fumbled, you thought, well, you might make it a game. But
We got a timeout by Prescott.
Yeah.
Timeout by Prescott. Looks like they wouldn't set on defense, looking for a substitution. So they'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30. 5:34 remaining here in this game. Tigers lead 22-0. This is Carter Hale now in the game. He's taking the snaps at quarterback. Number 3, the 7th grader. He'll hand it off right to Braxton Bowles, who's got a huge hole running right. Bowles cuts in, cuts out. Now he'll have a first down. He'll get it down to about the 28-yard line. Big pickup of about 13 there for Bowles on his second carry of the night, and another first down for the Tigers.
So, again, the Tigers, what we've talked about, they done what I said they ought to do at halftime. I don't think they've thrown a pass.
No, they have not.
So just they've stuck to the ground game, and it's worked, and they've been able to pick up chunks of yards nearly every time they put the ball in a runner's hands.
So we are approaching under 5 minutes remaining, and we are now under 5 minutes remaining. Hale gives the play call to his squad. Pick up a 14 for Braxton Bowles there on that run. He's got 2 carries for 34 yards tonight, so averaging 17 a carry for Mr. Bowles. This will be Hale giving the play call to Davis. Now, 2 in motion. That's going to be an illegal procedure call. Had Bowles and, I believe it was Cameron Davis, number 2, both going in motion at once. That's going to be illegal procedure on the Tigers. Penalty of 5 yards. That'll bring up a 1st and 15 from the 32.
I think it was Bowles lined up over here on the left side.
Yeah.
He moved, and I'm like, well, the refs didn't catch it. And then you got 2 people going in motion. I'm like, well, you can shift in football. You can't shift like that.
Right.
And that's going to be an easy call. But I think, they're just going to keep this clock running. Or 4.5. And it's 22-0. I think Tigers content, run the football, and get out of here with a W. So
let's see, 4 penalties for 25 yards for Macon County. Prescott, 4 penalties for 19 yards. 1st and 15 from the 32. This will be Bowles going in motion left to right. They'll hand it off to the fullback, number 38, Davis. That's Caleb Davis. He'll move forward for forward progress. That'll be a pickup of about 5, so he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Late flag comes in. Maybe some extracurricular right there. Let's see what they call here. That was the side judge with the late flag, really late flag, after both teams had went back to their own huddle. Pickup of about 8 there for Davis. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call on Prescott, so that will move the Tigers forward another 15 yards up to the up to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, someone said something they shouldn't have said.
Roughly, yeah. That's one of those things, whether you're up or whether you're down, just keep your mouth shut. Just play the game. If you're ahead, if you're ahead, just take the win and go home. If you're losing, you've got no reason to be. You got no reason to be John. Well, it's after the penalty. It's 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Tigers. Carter Hale will hand off to number 2. That's Cameron Davis. Cameron running right to left. He'll make it out inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. Pickup of about 3 there for Davis.
Just jet sweep. You've got, I think, number 38 right there leading the way, number 44 leading the way. I think you got a guard that's pulled leading the way, so you've got a lot of people at the point of attack. In this kind of offense, just get behind your colored jersey and let them take you to the promised land.
Absolutely. So they'll give him 4, so it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 8-yard line.
I like how this quarterback, what's his number 3?
Number 3, Carter Hale.
So he's a 7th grader.
Yes, sir.
He's doing a good job, running this offense.
Well,
when he got in there, first thing he did.
It was a bit of a quarterback battle in the preseason between him and Pitts, but they gave the nod to Pitts because he was an 8th grader and a little bit more experience. But he's going to be a promising young player next year. Hale will hand off. This is Bowles running left to right on the sweep. He'll cut it back inside. He's inside the 5-yard line down to about the 4. It'll bring up a third and very short with 2:40 remaining.
Yeah, just that just that wing T power play. Get behind your fullback. Just get whatever you can out of it. And there's another flag.
Another flag down?
On the far side. I don't know if it's
that a
left
late,
his pocket
late
or what.
one, or was that a late flag?
I'm not real sure. I'd say not where he threw it. It's coming back, so it's probably going to be a
offside or a false start or something.
Yeah.
I didn't really see anything there.
I didn't either.
They're running the clock though.
Yeah,
so it's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
It's second and 11.
Yeah.
So they'll replay the down from the 13-yard line. Hale will go under center. This will be Caleb Davis. Caleb Davis cuts right from the fullback position. Handoff to the left, cuts right, cuts left, back inside, untouched. Touchdown for the Tigers with 2:19 remaining. Caleb Davis takes it in from 13 yards out.
Little fullback trap, and he would, like you said, he was untouched. Great job by the guard to make the block. Sprung it open and picked up a big run.
So a touchdown for Davis. I believe that's his first on the season. Coming in from that backup fullback position. And now the Tigers will go for 2. This will be Hale coming under center. 2:19 remaining here in the game. Tigers lead 28-0. May just see something up the middle right here. This will be Davis again on the carry, and he's not going to get it this time. Sworn by a host of Bulldogs, and there's another flag down.
No, I think he.
Or ball came out? Did the ball come out?
That's a white one.
Okay, that's a white one. My bad. I'm colorblind. So that's a white. Yeah, so ball came out. Not sure who recovered it, but it didn't matter because ball was down. So no 2-point conversion for the Tigers, but they do lead 28-0 with 2:19 remaining here in the game. We'll be back for the final 2 minutes in 1 minute. Kickoff here for Hassey. Signals left, now right. Now he'll kick it off. That's about a 15-yard swibber down to the 40-yard line. It'll be fell on there by a Bulldog, number 2. He falls on at about the 41-yard line there. Again, not really attempting a return on that kickoff. Bulldogs will take over at their own 41. 2:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes of this game. Tigers just scored on a 13-yard run by number 38, Caleb Davis. The 2-point conversion was no good, so that's your score, 28-0.
So we should see the clock run, and I think this might be the last offensive.
Yeah, they may just try to run 3 or 4 times right here and call it a night.
Yeah, if the Tigers get it, they should just kneel on it, and go home.
Right.
Get ready for next week.
Bulldogs not going to call any timeouts, and neither will the Tigers. Well, just as I spoke, I've jinxed him. Coach Rob calls a timeout. Didn't like what he saw there from that secondary defense, so he'll call his first time out of the second half. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 1 minute. 2:18 remaining here in this game. Tigers lead 28-0. We got the Macon County Junior High Band playing loud and proud right here for their Tigers as they lead by 4 scores. This is quarterback number 3 trying to run it to the right, and he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield by number 79. Was that 79 that got to him first? Knox Wilmore?
I thought I saw it's a number 7. It was
number 7.
I don't see him on the roster.
Casey Templeton.
Is that Casey?
Yeah. The transfer from RBS playing in at sub linebacker there, number 7, Casey Templeton there.
Yeah, Casey.
I believe that's on your updated roster.
I see it. I see he's at the end right here. Yeah, he is from Rehoboam. Good kid. I'm glad he's able to come up here and do well.
So Templeton with a tackle for loss.
Yeah, he was able to get through there. He got one hand. I thought the runner was about to break it, but he held on and was able to drag him down.
This will be quarterback number 3, 120 now, 2nd and 19. Quarterback fakes the handoff. He'll pass it quick over to the left side, screen to number 17. He'll move forward a few yards, but he'll be tackled inbounds and tackled there by number
53 was on the initial hit, and then
53 Brody Jans, and I think 38 Caleb Davis finished him off there.
Yeah, so 53 Brody Jans, he was the initial individual to get there and grab him up and really drag him down, and he got some help there at the end.
So it'll be 3rd and long. They're still behind the sticks, about a 3rd and 14. They'll give him a 5-yard gain there on the pass as we are under 40 seconds. So this should be the last play of the game.
Yeah, it's 3rd down. I don't think they'll punt.
No reason to punt. So this will be the final play, barring any penalties or anything like that. As we're under 30 seconds, 3rd and 14. They're going to spread out. We got 2 to the left and 2 to the right out wide. Quarterback will have one man on his right hip. He'll look left. He's going to pass it. Got a man, and he overthrew him there. Had a man, had beat the corner and the safety right there, past the sticks, number 88, right there on the vertical route. But quarterback just overthrew him there by about 3 yards.
Yeah, they're going to stop the clock at 14-4 as well. So I guess we're going to get one more play, and regardless of what happens, I'm going to assume that he's not going to get a first down.
Right. The mercy clock. The mercy clock is at 30
points after half.
It's at 30 in junior high.
Okay.
In junior high.
Is it 30 in junior high?
Yes.
So. Yeah, so we're about 2 points off from that.
Yeah.
But the way Macon County has run the ball and dominated, I mean, it could have been that.
Right. We were 2 2-point conversions away from it being 32-0 and us already being out of here. Final play for the Prescott Bulldogs. This will be quarterback fakes the handoff. Now he'll run right on the option play. He's got the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and he's going to be tackled inbounds there by number 11. That was Easton Sadler, the 7th grader, with his first tackle on the night. And that should be the final play of the game as we got 0.7 seconds remaining. I believe he was tackled inbounds.
Well, it's a turnover on down, so they got to stop it. Oh, there we go. They're going to run it. Whitehead just signaled. So that's going to be the game.
Yeah. Was that not a first down?
Oh, it was.
That was he got the first down there, and they were moving the sticks.
Okay.
That's what the call was. Referee goes ahead and runs the clock. 0.7 remaining. Really no reason to go ahead and run another play there. So the Tigers will win this one, 28-0. Your final score. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to wrap this one up. Pay some bills. We'll be back in just a moment.